Hi everyone, it's Nicole and this is day 4 of Video a Day, where I'm going to be posting a video a day for the entire month of August. Now, if you missed the beginning, the first day I did a live and we put a whole bunch of pattern papers together, and I think we ended up putting 2 page kits together. We chatted for about an hour and almost 45 minutes. And then I said that I would put the remainder of the page kits together and then just do a voiceover for them. So in this video, there will be 4 page kits that I'm going to put together. And in a couple of days, there's going to be the video for the next 4 pages. Now, next Tuesday, August 7th, I'm going to have another live video on my YouTube channel at 1 o'clock, so 1 p.m. Atlantic daytime, and where we're going to take one of those page kits and we're going to make a page together. And altogether, I plan on having, 4 more live. So 4 of these page kits I'm going to be doing live, putting a page together. And then the other 6 will be voiceovers that I will make pages, and it'll be also a video that I'll be posting this month. I just thought it would be fun to actually go from the beginning, put all the pages together, and then do the pages together. Now, throughout the month, there's going to be more than just pages put together. I'm working on a mini album where I am putting inside the mini album all the books that I've going to read in the year 2018. Now, up to this point, I think I've read 72 or 73 books, and I plan on catching up on that album in the month of August. So I'm going to do up to, the end of July. And then there's going to be some book hauls. I'm going to have one scrapbook haul because I bought a little bit of stuff. And then I'm going to have my design team layouts for Cheeky Studio also. But there's going to be a layout or a video a day for the entire month of August. Now, how did I decide on the pattern papers this time for my page kits? I went into one of my drawers where I think when I moved, I had a bunch of pattern papers, and there's some that were leftovers, and I just kind of put it in that drawer. And so I haven't seen those papers in the last 2 years, and I grabbed a whole bunch out of that, and I took everything that was out of that, and I was like amazed with the pattern papers that were in there. I absolutely loved a lot of them, and even though they're older stuff, some of the stuff was 2015, 2012. When I looked at them, it's like I saw these papers for the first time, and it was so fun to put these page kits together. And then once I had the pattern papers together, I went into my stash and kind of did the same thing and just grabbed a whole bunch of embellishments that maybe I had put in page kits before and didn't quite make it on the page. Because if you've been following me for a while, you know that when I make page kits, I add a ton of embellishments, because once I put my page together, I like to have a lot of options. So a lot of times I don't use everything that is in the page kit, and I'm okay with that because I put them in iris containers or in little trays, and then eventually I'll just grab that and I make some more page kits. So I did grab some new stuff for this, like the sticker sheet that was brand new. I got that from Peachy Cheap, and it's a pink paisley collection, which I absolutely love. And this is the chipboard sheets, and I also did get the die cuts and a couple of other things. It came, I think it was $8.99 or $9.99, and you got 4 or 5 pieces of the collection. But a lot of stuff that I pulled to use, for my embellishments is a lot of leftovers. A lot of stickers are, on its last legs, and it's nice to be able to finish off a sticker sheet. But I did put some newer stuff in there too, so that I would have, again, a lot of options. So I just go through and pick my paper selection one at a time, and then I go through all the sticker sheets, and at this point I just grab everything that is in the colors that I chose for that specific page kit. Once I go through all the 10 pages, and I'm not really thinking about what pictures I'm going to be using, although sometimes as I'm putting these together, a certain photo will come into mind, or a vacation or something like that, and I'll grab a recipe card. I'll write down what I was thinking when I was putting this page kit together, and then once I get to the point where I choose some pictures, then I have that little recipe card that I wrote down, what pictures I was thinking of, and on that recipe card I might put a strip of washi tape, or if I think about a title, I'll put the title on that. And sometimes, especially if I'm going away to a crop, I'll take a bigger recipe card and I'll pre-do my journaling before I go to the crop. And then once I've decided that I have enough embellishments, I grab these huge plastic bags and I put the entire thing in a plastic bag, and then everything stays together. So already we're on to that third layout, and when I was going through my pattern papers, I saw this collection, which I absolutely love. It's the This and That collection from Echo Park. And at the time, I think this was a 2012 collection, I had bought 2 or 3 of this collection because it is the perfect collection for boys, which boy collections, it's really hard to find really nice boy collections that are not sort of babyish. This, I can use it for boy pages, but I can use it for so much more. And I'm using every single piece of scrap that I have of this collection. Plus, I think I had bought 1 or 2 6x6 pattern paper pads too, and I've almost used all of that also. And again, just because a collection is a little bit older, when you haven't used it for a while, when you look at it again, you get all those ooey gooey feelings that you had when you first bought it. And the thing is even though that you absolutely love a collection, still use it, because it is so much nicer to be in your albums with some pictures than sitting in a pile of pattern papers that may never be used. Now I have to say, this, I have used it over and over and over again, and I still love using it. And whatever scraps I have left over after doing this page, I'm sure going to be using it. Now I have this love-hate thing with scrap papers. I love scrapping with scraps because I find that when you're scrapping with a bunch of scraps, a lot of times I'll use these scraps in the shape that they're in or in the size that they're in. I'll just, if they're 12 inches, I might cut them down to 8 inches or 10 inches and then kind of overlay them, and the layout comes together really quickly. Now, I don't like scraps when they take over my scrap room. Like, if you have 4 or 5 drawers, I know some people, divide them into colors. So you have, you could have up to 9 drawers dedicated to the different colors. And to me, I'd rather, put them all in one drawer, and then when that drawer gets full, that is my sign that, okay, you need to make some page kits using these scraps and but use them up, and so that they're on pages and that they don't sit in your drawers for years and years and years. And then, kind of the same thing that happened when I moved into this house. When I got to a lot of those scraps, I was like, you know what? I don't want to move those, and I just chuck them, because if I hadn't used them in that many years, they weren't going to get used. So when I got into my new scrap room, there was a lot that I threw away. I mean, I did bring some scraps with me, but there was some that, I just said, it was mostly scraps of cardstock that I did that with, because I just found that I just had way too many pieces of cardstock that I did not want. And that's also a main reason why, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that when I mat my photos, I take a 12 by 12 and I mat in the center of it, and then I can use the rest of the 12 by 12 to mat a whole layout. That is one of the main reasons why I started doing that, because I found, if I went to one corner and started matting my photos, I ended up with too many scraps of cardstock. Now, I do find myself in quite a pickle, because where I used to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I have a lot of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, because I used to make cards. I don't make cards anymore, so I do have quite a bit of 8.5 by 11. Now, if I know that I'm going to, let's say, mount or mat a lot of photos in a specific color, that I'll pretty much use that whole 8.5 by 11. I will use my 8.5 by 11 so that I can get some of those cardstock used up, because like I said, I have a ton of 8.5 by 11 and I want to get them used up. And you know that my motto this year is use what I have. I'm trying to use stuff that I have in my stash, and if I do buy new stuff, I use them up really quickly. I had bought quite a bit of stuff at the Crop and Create, and during my 2-page spread class, I think I cracked open almost every single collection that I had bought at Crop and Create. So I ended up using quite a bit of those collections up. Not up, but at least I cracked them open, and a lot of it has been used up. Like, everything has been opened and a lot of things are being used up. And, in the coming months, I'm going to make sure to keep going into that and using some of that up, and then using some super old stuff in my stash too. And that's where that mini album came in, because I had these 6x8 mini albums that were just sitting in my stash, and I was like, you know what? I got to use them. What can I do? And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to be doing a recipe book for all my keto recipes that I really like. So that'll be starting in August too. And I want to do a mini album of all the books that I read in 2018. And it did two things. It got me to use a couple of those albums that were laying around in my room, and it's getting me to use some of my project life cards that I've been sitting in my room for quite a bit, and I'm getting them used up. And that's going to be the last page that we put together in this video. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below so that we can chat in the comments. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.